Welcome to Rob's Wrestling Reviews. It's kind of like a thought program with my thoughts on wrestling as it is at the moment, covering loads of different programs from TNA to New Japan Pro Wrestling to WWE to Lucha Underground. So basically, if you don't like wrestling, if it's not your thing, then go away. Really, don't if you want to learn stuff, then maybe if you want to get into it, why not have a listen? See what I think, because I'm clearly a boss at stuff like this. But yeah, if you don't like it, then just leave. You don't have to watch it. I'm not forcing you. I'm not some sort of government like mind control kind of thing. I'm gonna say government, but I fucked that up. Good. Anyway, my thoughts on WWE right now. They have recently fired, quote unquote, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback. I'm not too fussed about Eric Rowan, not too fussed about Ryback. Ryback is he's just a shitstorm in my opinion. Like I don't enjoy his matches. I don't think he has anything special. The only thing he's actually quite good at is commentary. But that's just because he kind of just takes the piss out of people, which most people can do that. It's not that difficult. Ziggler, obviously one of the best, one of the best professional athletes in the industry at the moment, in my opinion. No one sells like him. No one no one has sold like him. I mean, a lot of people compare him to like the selling skills of Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels, and yeah, you could do, but I honestly think, and I'm going to get a lot of criticism for this if anyone actually watches this video. I think he's better than Shawn Michaels. He's he. I don't know why he just sells it so well. Like every move, the tiniest move, and he doesn't oversell like the Hogan Shawn Michaels match, which was just fucking terrible. But yeah, they're getting them out. The authorities, yeah, Dolph Ziggler, they've got to bring him back because obviously he's amazing. I'm a bit of a fanboy. But, who isn't? You're a fan of things. That's what happens in life. You like certain things, you don't like others. They're bringing them back. It's a false firing, obviously. If you don't know that, then you're an idiot. But WWE has stepped up their game this time because I checked on the website and they've actually taken the character profiles off of WWE, the website, WWE.com, cheap plug there. So good for them fucking doing that. That's all right. If they want to, they're trying to make it more believable, and good for them. But we all know it's a false firing. And beforehand, when they were firing people, they never took the profiles off at all. And yeah, that was it. What else has happened? God, I'm terrible. Lucha Underground. If you are a wrestling fan and you are not watching that, find a way somehow because it's spectacular. Same with New Japan Pro Wrestling, ROH, brilliant as well. Like all these things, like the indies are better than the pros nowadays. Like it's a totally different world. Like if you watch pro wrestling like WWE, TNA to a degree, although it's slightly different, and then you go to watch something like ROA, Ring of Honor, if you don't know what ROA is, or Lucha Underground, or New Japan Pro Wrestling, or like Wrestle One. Like there's so many different products out there. Like it's so different to WWE. You watch WWE and you know a tag team match. You know what's going to happen. One guy's going to get the shit kicked out of him. Then halfway through, he's going to tag in his partner. It's going to be a hot tag. He's going to run in, beat the shit out of the other guys, and then do a couple of good spots. Do a high turnbuckle spot. Do some suicide dives out to the you kind of, it becomes predictable. Same with a lot of the singles matches. They've got their certain spots that they repeat, and as they do in all wrestling, in Lucha Underground as well, there's certain spots that are going to happen. Certain guys are going to do certain moves because that's what they are. They're signature moves, and you got to deal with that. It happens, and they pull it off amazingly, so no criticism there. But when you watch stuff like Lucha Underground and other things, it flows really well. And I find a problem with WWE a lot of the time if the guys don't have chemistry, because some of them can be amazing competitors and just have zero chemistry in the ring. Like literally no chemistry. Like AJ Lee, good at wrestling. Paige, good at wrestling. Put them in a match together, actually not that great. Like very, very disappointing. They started to get together, but AJ got injured. But it just doesn't work for me a lot of the time. At TNA, let's move on to TNA. I've talked about WWE enough. TNA, they've done a lot of heel turns recently, like Samoa Joe, Loki. Loki was kind of a heel already. He's just one of these guys who's you could work for either side. But yeah, they've got this fucking stupid faction name called the Beatdown Clan or something. And now I think it's quite hilarious that a lot of ethnic minorities, and then they're calling themselves the Clan in America. It's kind of they're trying to push the boundaries a little bit there. But if they want to do that, fair dues. It will get some sort of reaction. Maybe I just picked up on it because I'm me. But yeah, Loki turned heel, if you could call him heel. Samoa Joe turned heel. EY, Eric Young, Showtime Eric Young, he turned heel. That's something that probably shocked a lot of people. It shocked me because he got such a fucking huge push last year. Like World Championship, everyone behind him. But what do? Turn it around the other way and everyone fucking hates him. And I think that's what a good heel can be. That's what a good wrestler is. You've got to have the crowd where you want them. You've got to have them in the palm of the hands, by their neck, by the tail. You've got to get that crowd. You've got to have them right there with you every second of the day, every damn day of the week. And you have got to nail the fuck out of what you do. You've got to go out there and you've got to perform and you've got to show the world that you are better than everyone else at what you do. And that is wrestling and speaking and going out there and just performing. And Eric Young does it so fucking well. He's one of the greatest sports entertainers, professional wrestlers, whatever you want to fucking call them, at this time. And I honestly believe that. And he pulls off great matches. But the heel turn is what I want to talk about. Was it the right time to do it? Who knows? It will play out. Bobby Roode, he was a massive heel, and then he turned face, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's a babyface now." I'm just kind of gonna go with that and hope it'll be okay. So I really don't, it swishes and sways from one way to the other like a flapping penis in the wind. So it's hard to call. I think penis joke, but honestly, I think it'll work out all right. I think. Eric Young, as I say, is an amazing performer and he has the audience where he wants him. So, that's it. What are they fucking called? Bobby Roode's gang. That's terrible. Can't remember the name. But they're pretty good. The Revolution. They're fantastic. They've inducted a new guy. I can't remember his name. Some Indian guy who doesn't even look Indian, but, whatever. They're pretty good. I love what they've done with Manic because he was, again, what a fantastic competitor and he just was not getting used at all. All these guys, brilliant. Like fucking Zema Ion, DJZ, brilliant, but they just don't use his wrestling ability and a lot of the things. I think he's quite scared because he injured someone beforehand. But, these guys are fantastic. They're a lot better than... some of the guys they're pushing, like Abyss, he's fantastic in his day. And I hate to say it, but I think his time's kind of up because his matches are sloppy nowadays. He can't take the bumps as good. He doesn't look as good doing it. He oversells. And he's another character that just flip-flops and everyone just takes it the way they want. And, if you want to do that, that's kind of the wrestling business in a way. And you've just got to take the blows with the good times, I guess. But yeah, I think it will be Interesting to see what happens in the next month. Kurt Angle's obviously back in competition, so good for him. I would honestly retire because one wrong move and you're fucking paralysed from the neck down, mate. So, yeah, I think that's, you need to think about your life a little bit. They're having a weird angle with Magnus at the moment on TNA as well because he just gave birth. He didn't give birth. The baby didn't spew out of his genitalia. That'd be incredibly painful. But yeah, he's just given birth, so he's not given birth. He has a son now. There we go. He's got a baby. I don't know if it's a son or daughter. He has a child anyway. I ramble now, and this video is going to be probably fucking long. So if you've lasted this long, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I mean that actually, because not a lot of people watch my videos. But honestly, like Magnus, they might turn him good, and they've got the whole briefcase thing. Like they've got a briefcase thing next week, which is. I can't remember what it's called, Fight or Fired or some shit. I don't really like the idea that much. It seems like Deal or No Deal meets wrestling, and very meh, if you ask me. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna blabber on if I go anymore. Awesome Kong's back. She was in WWE for a while called Karma. She's much better in TNA. Like. They're going to probably use her well because they respect women a lot more in TNA than they do WWE. So yeah, fuck you, Vince McMahon. Alright, that's me out. Thanks for watching. If you lasted to the end, I'm not sure how long this was. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it made you laugh. Like, comment, subscribe, favourite, share. Do whatever the fuck you want. Thank you very much.